Hey girls, guess what? We're gonna talk about Björk. We're gonna talk about Björk because Björk is amazing and we all need to talk about Björk. We all gotta talk about Björk. Everybody come together. Y'all come together. Björk. Wow, I think, guys, TMI, but yesterday I got pretty drunk and I feel like I'm still drunk. And you know when you like feel nervous in your belly? That's what I feel right now. Anyways, so Björk. Here's a guide to Björk from a Björk expert. What are my qualifications? Well, I listened to Björk. I started listening to Björk in 2022. Not too long ago. I know there's more OG fans, but I don't think there's as many good. Okay, maybe these OG fans do not get it like I get it. So, and I started when I went to Bahia, and then I started listening to. Here's the order I listened to Björk. I listened to Björk, album per album. I did not listen to her top songs, and then listen to the albums. And I think that's a key aspect I want to talk about later. Okay, for how I listened to Björk. Okay, I went. This is kind of insane. Okay, I went Post. Then I think I went Vespertine. No, I went Post and Vespertine for sure. Then I think I got like a little stuck in Post and Vespertine, and then I might have listened to her top songs. More specifically, Venus as a Boy from debut, but I don't think I listened to all of debut like until 2020, like 4. It's kind of crazy. So I went Post Vespertine, and I think I went Homogenic, and then I think after Homogenic, I got stuck in those three for a long time, and then I think I listened to Biophilia. No, I listened to Volnacura, and then I listened to Medulla. But at this point, I really wasn't listening to the albums, just as albums. And then actually, I listened to Post recently, like 2024. I finally listened to Post all the way through because I was a Post hater for some reason. I don't know why. Post is one of my, not Post, debut. I was a debut hater. I don't know why I was a debut hater, but I was like, it's too non-avant-garde. Where's the avant-garde in here? And now I love debut. I love debut because it kind of feels fresh to me because I didn't really listen to debut, right? There's songs in debut I didn't even know. What's the one that she goes, come on, girl, and sneak out of this party? That one's really good. I didn't know that shit existed. There's more to life than this. I think that's the name of the song. Can you guys tell that I'm really silly right now? That's my listening order. And I know all the fun facts about Björk. You can quiz me right now. Go. Quiz me. Quiz me. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Swan dress. Yeah. I-A-E-I-O-U. Yeah. I'm grateful grapefruit. Right, I got it. Quiz anything. Ask me about the bomber. I know everything about Björk, and she's my biggest inspiration. And I hope to become her one day. I hope to morph into her one day, so. And also, can I just say, before I give you guys, wow, I'm like edging you guys so bad. Before I give you guys the like actual recommendation, I need to let y'all know Björk isn't for everybody. Not everybody's gonna understand her. Looking at men, especially some of y'all men are not gonna get it. So y'all are not gonna get it. Some girls are not gonna get it. If you don't listen to avant-garde things before, you're probably not gonna get it on the first listen. If you're not used to like avant-garde, I think I got into her because I was very used to like crazy music Bitch, I used to listen to brutal death metal. Mm. Womp womp. In 2021, I was obsessed with metal, and I listened to brutal death metal. You guys know what that is, or is it just me? I know I don't look the part. Look at my pink shirt. But yeah, I listen to brutal death. And so I'm kind of used to like very noisy music and very like expressive music and like weird vocals. At that point, I was also used to weird vocals. Like I used to listen to Typo Negative a lot, and Typo Negative, if y'all know fucking Peter's voice, I'm all lost, you're born in hell. You know, that's the vibe. But like, okay, basically what I'm saying is I'm used to avant-garde music. If you're not used to avant-garde music, you might not get it immediately, and that's okay. But if you know Björk, usually you know music, and usually you've listened to some pretty avant-garde stuff. So I think you'll be fine if you're watching this. And let's get started with the list. I'm not gonna do a transition though, cause too much work. Okay, listening order, personal opinion. Right, you're going to start from post. All the best key unlocking Björk is starting with post. Post, I think to me is the most pop album. To me, it has a mixture of everything. It's got a little jazzy stuff. In Oh So Quiet, it's got some like interesting like atmosphere in like Isabel, and there's stuff like hyperbola, hyper ballad. Did I what? This guys, I'm dyslexic. I can't read the titles. I used to say hyper ballad was hyperbola, but hyper ballad is a really good one. That's like super more instrumental and more like you're in a movie. I'm in a movie, like a dramatic movie. And then there's also stuff like Enjoy, which is kind of techno-ish, like heavy on the beats, on the techno beats. Techno, not like that. Like techno, like. And it's also got like some good stuff like. Let me think. What's in post? I think also you do not need to listen to the last song as a post. What's the last song in post? Headphones. That song sucks ass. Low key. Personally, I'm not over that bias yet. That Headphones sucks ass. If you want to listen to that, go for it. Listen to that all the way through. If you like the way that she sounds immediately, you're a trooper, really. You're one of us. But most people, when I show them Björk, they're like, I can't get over her voice. It's like very Icelandic. It's very Icelandic. And very much like this when she's singing. And some people are just not going to get that. So you're going to have to get used to it, girl. At one point, you're going to get used to it. This happens with every song. Every song, you get used to the way that people sound. And then you're like, this is good, this is good. And some things you need to get used to in your ears for it to make sense in your mind and for you to actually enjoy the song. Anyways, next you're gonna listen to you're not gonna do something. Okay, you're gonna do something that I didn't do, but after reflecting and looking at how like I recommended things to people and looking back at it, I'm like, wait, I should have done this though. And this is what I tell people nowadays. Listen to post and then listen to debut. I didn't listen to debut immediately because I thought debut was like cringy cover. And I was like, whatever. I love Vespertine. That was me. You guys didn't get that. But you're going to want to do that. And you're gonna listen to post. No, debut. You're gonna listen to debut and you're gonna love all those hits because they are really easy, digestible songs. And I know I said that Post was the most poppy album, but I think that Post and debut are kind of sisters, where it's like all of Björk was like this is what she said. Okay, so this is important, y'all. Pay attention. Okay, she said like, oh, so these two albums are like stuff that I've had marinating in my mind for a long time, and I want to not expel, but like put into the world all the stuff that's been marinating in my mind while I was in the sugar cubes, but I couldn't put it in the sugar cubes because it wasn't the sugar cubes vibe. And that's her, like, when she went to the city and she was feeling those city beats and she was feeling pop and she was feeling people. And so she made those two albums. And then, if y'all don't know about the events that occurred after her poster got released, some bitch ass motherfucker sent a bomb to Björk through the mail. Thank God it didn't get to her. But that also left her a lot more vulnerable and feeling a lot more vulnerable. So she moved to Spain. I think she moved to Spain, right? She moved somewhere. I think it was to Spain. She moved to Spain and wrote Joga. Joga, no. Homogenic. What, I forgot homogenic. Like, what? And then she wrote Homogenic. And Homogenic, I think, is the next album you should listen to. Because Homogenic is kind of a very... Okay, I get it. It's avant-garde. I did not... The only Björk album that I listened to... That's a lie. The only, like, post-2020, 2001 album that I listened to by Björk that, like, I was like, ooh, this is a little... I might have to listen to this again to get it. Was Homogenic. But here's the thing. You're gonna listen to Homogenic and you're gonna be like, oh, these, like, strings with this, like, techno beat is kind of insane and put together. It was kind of like, oh. And then one day you're gonna listen to it and you're gonna be like, this is the most satisfying thing my ears have ever experienced. Because it just works so well to mix the strings and the techno beats. And you're probably, personally, I think people usually like the start of Homogenic more than the end of Homogenic because it's less techno. It starts more stringy and then it slowly gets more and more techno by the end. I think, yeah, that's true. And it's one of her best albums. I think it's between that and Vespertine are my two number ones. They're like disputing forever in their lives. They're like fighting forever, and I'm never gonna have a number one Björk album. Oh my god, I'm such a yapper. I don't stop yapping. I'm not like saying all the things I should say. I'm just yapping. It's been 12 minutes of me talking to myself about Björk. I'm talking to you guys. And then next thing, Homogenic. Vespertine. Vespertine's the best album of all time. If you're a man, I don't know, this is for you, girl. It's basically the most feminine and sensual and sexual album ever, maybe. And I'll just say he slides inside, half awake, half asleep. If you get it, you get it. Like, what? What? Also, best song, Pagan Poetry and Unison. But also, all the songs in that album are the best songs. So, good luck. Thank God it's not me. Because I would love to experience listening to Vespertine for the first time. It was a life-changing experience for me. I was a super duper tomboy metalhead, and then I listened to Vespertine, and I became this beautiful princess that I am nowadays. So thank you, Vespertine. Thank you, Björk, for literally saving me. Anyways, next. I think next you should go for... Okay. Next you should probably go... Biophilia. Why do I keep saying Biophilia? That's not the album. Volna Cura. You'll probably go Volna Cura next. Be careful because Volna Cura is literally insane listening experience. Volna Cura, I think. And then I think those are all the, if you want to get into Björk, those are the, like, you need to listen to those. Now, if for the optional ones, if you're like, or if you're more of like an experimental girl, want to feel something like interesting and different, I would go Volta. No, I would go Volta because I love Volta, actually. Some people hate on Volta so much, but Volta is so much fun. Volta is such a fun album. I think Volta, Medulla, How do I forget this? How did I forget this? It's not fucking Biophilia. Ugh, don't listen to Biophilia. I'm a Biophilia hater. Forever and ever. I think Biophilia is a very interesting album. I'm lying, but like also I'm a hater of Biophilia because some of the tracks are literally insane. Like as well as Fasora. Fasora is totally optional. If you're not like a grieving mother, you don't know listen. You should not be listening to Fasora. And also Utopia, you should definitely listen to Utopia. Utopia is really good, and it's also featuring Arca, Midai, haha. Y'all, I don't know what she's saying, so I can't even. Mundo Java, Java. Quiero con el mundo ya. Ratatata. Y'all, that's it. That was my recommendation. Let's go through it. Last time, you're gonna go post, debut, homogenic, vespertine. I'm like literally, I'm still drunk because I can't remember. Not Fasora. This is the album that I'm not remembering. Vulnicura. Then optional, you're gonna go Volta, Utopia, Medulla, and then like Fasora and Biophilia. Okay, bye.